we'd have like the big tub of cream, and it was like the liquid cream. So once you finish with the pump and nothing else is coming out, you have to turn it over, and you'll see all the little rings in the hand.
Hi, this is LLsTheTruth, and I've got two special guests with me, Sharon and Jada.
Morning.
Hello.
Right, so I'm just going to say from the off that it's important that you do subscribe to our channel. We welcome any comments from you. Remember, this is about good vibes. So good comments is what we like. And also share our platform. So the topic for today is living sustainably. So do we know what we mean by living sustainably? Because there's a lot of chatter. Well, it's really important that we do protect our planet. We think a bit more about how we off carbon footprints. There's terms such as upcycling, the road to net zero. But I personally think that a lot of us have been living sustainably for decades, and it's probably part of our DNA. What do you think?
Very true.
So what do I mean by this? Because maybe you're thinking, where's she coming from? It's part of your DNA to live sustainably. So I'll give you an example. There's all this thing about carrier bags, plastic bags, and it being an issue, and making sure that you reuse those bags. So we're having to pay in the shops and the supermarkets for a bag now, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Okay, although I do think they're taking the mick really sometimes. Mm-hmm. You get this little teeny plastic bag and it's like 50 pence. And you're wondering, excuse me, because you can't even carry the stuff that you bought. I was thinking that when I was small, I actually saw it was raining. The rain was coming down, right? And you know, when you just do your hair, you just come out of hairdresser and the rain will fall. And you're thinking, oh, no, but you ain't got an umbrella. What do you think you might do?
Plastic bag.
Put the plastic bag on your head. All right. And you put that plastic bag on your head, and what's going to happen? People, you can go to the shop or go about your business, you see nobody. But make you put something on your head or do something that's embarrassing, you're going to see the world of people. Yeah? So you put that plastic bag on you, you're taking the embarrassment, but what else is happening? Your hair is getting a good steam, you see. You're taking that embarrassment, and then you're going to see, so-and-so, they hadn't seen for decades with the plastic bag on your head, and you're thinking, how embarrassing. Anything else that you think that would fit the criteria of living sustainably?
Toothpaste. I think most black households, anyway, they get to the very bottom. Yeah. And if it's the tube, you're going to roll it right up, aren't you? Until you get the very, very last bit in. Yeah. And if it's not that, you're getting scissors, you're cutting it, and you're using your toothbrush. Yeah. And scraping it out.
Because you want to use everything.
Yes.
Now, that's definitely living sustainably. Right. So what about you, Jada? Can you think of anything?
When I was little, we'd have like the big tub of cream, and it was like the liquid cream. So once you finish with the pump and nothing else is coming out, you have to turn it over, and you'll see all the little rings in the hand. Your hand middle's getting sore, and you're taking it out. And then don't forget, because you can't get all of it out, so you'll turn it upside down and let it rest.
And let it run.
Yeah. The next day, you could actually... And how much longer do you think you can use that cream for?
Exactly.
At least a week. Yeah. Because, the cocoa butter ain't cheap. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Anything? Well, I can remember certainly clothes, hand-me-downs. You're talking about Upcycle. We've been doing that for decades. Now, if you were part of a big family, right, and you were the youngest one, I feel sorry for you. Because, yes?
I was lucky, I'm the eldest one, so I never got hand-me-downs.
So imagine now you're the youngest one, and the eldest one is born, I don't know, in the 80s, and you're born in the 2000s. That fashion. But then again, fashion comes around and around, doesn't it? So... But if you were a 70s kid, though, you'd see the difference because there'd be collars,
the dresses,
the frills,
socks, the shoes,
the rah-rah skirts.
Yes. What's the bubble jackets? They had the bubble jackets too, innit?
Farrahs. Remember Farrahs? That was oh my goodness. Yeah. Right. So, yes, we wouldn't necessarily take it down to the... what you call it, the second-hand shop, the charity shop, it would go down to the next person.
Recycling the family.
Right. And yes, I'm glad you said that, Sharon, because I used to get hand-me-downs from my uncles and aunties. Well, my aunties. My aunties. Right. Luckily for me, there's one that's only, not 5 years difference. But still, what she wear and I wear is different. Imagine now you have to go to school, and you have these things. Oh my gosh. So yeah, definitely. Anything else? Well, let me see. I've got a little list here, because I didn't want to forget anything. But I was talking about this with my mum, and she was like, yes. So, when you couldn't afford the little window cleaner you want to clean your window, you get the newspaper and you start shine.
Listen, have you used a newspaper?
It's better.
Oh my God.
Right.
Better than any cloth.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, Jay, that's before your time.
We don't even have newspapers anymore. Really?
They're free on the Metro.
Get them free on the Metro. You know what a newspaper looks like?
Yeah.
It's not a notification on your...
And because the younger generation, it's all fun.
Yeah.
Newspaper, all right. You know what you've got to do? Get some newspaper and make Jada clean the windows.
Right. Oh my gosh. So, okay, so what's on my list? All right. Now, this is a classic, right? So, Christmas and birthdays, Say, for instance, I will buy the nice, what you maybe your aunties and your uncles or your mum would say is expensive wrapping paper, and you wrap that present, right? And you give it to your mum or your nan. What are they doing typically? What do you think?
Open it carefully.
Yes, in order to recycle it, right? So, so have you ever opened a present and then you open the wrapping paper and the comment says to so and so, another family member, or somebody that you completely don't know? So we've been recycling for decades. So living sustainably for decades. And the other thing is, I remember as the worst situation is when you had to buy your school shoes. And well, you can you
bring back memories, Jada. What's happened? Share.
It was when Mum said, "Oh yes, go get your school uniform with Nanty." I said, "This is not going to go well." And we went to Clive Marks because the uniform I had, you have to have like a special logo on the skirt, so you can't just get any normal pleated skirt. And we went shopping, and we went in the shop, and I was wearing a normal skirt. It was knee length, and Auntie said, "No, it's too short. It's too short. Are there any longer ones?"
Who's Nancy? That's your grandmother. Yeah.
So now we're talking to the shop assistant, and I'm staring at him saying, "Don't you dare. Don't you dare." And Auntie said, "Are you sure there's none that's longer?" And he said, "Let me go check." I said, "All right." So he comes down with, I don't know what to explain it as other than a blanket. It was just, and it came and it was grazing the heel, not even my ankle, my heel. And Auntie said, "Yes." I said, "Mum!" And I was crying in the shop saying, "Mum, please, why did you do this to me?"
Did you join the nunnery?
Oh, so what you're trying to say there is your grandmother wanted to buy a skirt that was
no flesh.
Wait, you'll grow into it.
You'll grow into it. So that was supposed to last you for the whole of your secondary school.
Till I'm 53.
Okay, but at least you didn't have to go through the shoes. The shoes thing for me was something that I always remember, because back in the day, Clark's wasn't a thing to wear Clark shoes. It wasn't the thing. And the Clark shoes were horrible, ugly and chunky. But the one thing that it did do is the shoes lasted forever. So you try and kick them out, them still a come back, pop back, look as new. And so you'd be wearing those shoes and you'd really hate them. So for me, going to buy shoes was one of my worst things that I didn't want. But the other thing that I thought of is plastic. We're going back to the plastic bags. is that I'm sure, and please comment below if you agree with me, that most households have a cupboard or a drawer full of carrier bags. Am I lying?
This is true. I have a specific cupboard.
Yes.
With all the plastic bags.
Right.
In the plastic bags.
Right. Okay.
It's a done thing.
So we've been handing down the plastic bag to the next person of the household forever.
The dustbin.
Yes, if you're a ghetto man, you might just
You
put...
use them for the dustbin.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. If you...
You know your little dustbins in your bathroom or the bedroom?
Okay,
You just use them
I'm
for
with
that, not the
you,
big
yeah.
garbage one. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. The plastic bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you recycle it when your people's coming for food. You recycle it, put their food in
Yes.
a container.
Mm-hmm.
Let them off with a plastic bag.
Right. Anything else that we can think of? Are we on the road to net zero? What's our carbon footprint?
I feel like we're doing quite well with all the things that we've come up with to kind of reuse, recycle.
And it will last forever because you're installing it in your own children.
Yeah.
So that's forever and a day.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is now it's gone forward past plastic bags to shower caps. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've updated myself. I will walk with a shower cap.
But the one thing is, at the moment, the supermarkets, when you're getting your fruit and veg, they're not giving you any little plastic bags to put them in, are they? So you're like, well, hold on a minute. I've got like some grapes, I've got some sweet potato and whatever. And they're not giving you the little plastic bags or something. No, but some supermarkets aren't giving you anything at all. So, you know, when you bring the massive salt powder, the box of salt powder, so the 8 kilogram, and it usually has that plastic handle. Yeah. There's no handle now. So what are you supposed to do? Just some things are just impractical though. And you're like, oh gosh. Seriously, we do actually think it's important that we protect our planet. We've seen some of the issues in relation to global warming. I mean, England has always had a problem of that. We can have all 4 seasons in one day. But I think we've seen on the news and different places that where there's excessive flooding, isn't there? So it's a particular problem. So although we are sort of laughing about it, it's still a serious subject, isn't it? So, but if you think that we've missed anything in respect to what families usually do in respect of living sustainably, then please do put your comments at the bottom. So I hope you had a little laugh with us, because you know what? Now that's the truth. Thank you for watching.